Trevor, the other night at the house I noticed you were tying some flies. What'd you come up with?
I came up with some leeches, some calibrated snips, and some scuds.
Those look real nice. What do you think we're going to try first? Or what do you think you're going to try first?
I think we should try some calibrated snips.
Okay, well, let's get started and see what they do. Thanks. Fly fishing is a wonderful way to introduce a kid to a trout's world by gathering and looking at the specimens of insects and other organisms that we're trying to imitate. In a small way, we actually become part of that trout's world. That's a nice little... There you go. Here's another one. Here's another one. What I'm going to try to find here look at all these little scuds. Look at the leech. That's exactly what we're looking for. So what we have here, we have some little calibatus nymphs right there. Then we have a leech, which is actually hooked onto Trevor's hand right now, and some freshwater scuds. Those are the critters that these fish are eating here today. There's not a lot of activity on the top. You don't see them splashing or rising for dry flies or adult mayflies or midges. So chances are they're eating one of these three things. It's quite a little leech there, isn't it? Let's just compare for a second some of the patterns we use to see if they look like them. There's a leech. There's a little calibatus mayfly that we use. We have a number of scuds, various sizes and color tones. That's pretty standard. I've got some. We both use some darker ones as well. Anyway, it's a good comparison. We got a leech. We got a calibatus nymph right there. Trevor and I make it a point to always look at what we're trying to imitate. It looks like Trevor's leeches and his calibatus nymphs and his scuds are a nice match. In fact, on the one hand, as we mix the naturals with the imitations, it's a bit difficult to tell them apart. Mentioned at the start of the show, the trout in Silver Creek have been known to frustrate even a seasoned angler. Trevor happened to find one of those trout. What's frustrating to Trevor about this fish is Trevor can see it's actively feeding close to the bank. Being snubbed by a fish like this makes Trevor even more persistent. In fact, Trevor won't leave. He wants this fish.
You got him. Yeah, good fish.
His persistence finally pays off.
Get high out of the weeds, Trev. Nice job there, bud. Good fish. Come up high. Come up high. Let him have it when he wants it. Sounds good, don't it? Right here. Nice job. Why'd you go?
Trevor's Callibaetis nymph appears to be a great choice. Trevor stays busy finding and hooking feeding trout as the day goes on. Very long and very light leaders are the name of the game. Hooking a fish becomes just half the battle. Landing the fish is always a little tricky. The one thing Trevor has found out about the fish that got away, you can make it as big as you want. Trevor, good choice today. I had a great time. How about you?
Yeah.
Did you catch any fish?
Yeah.
Did you lose any fish?
Yeah.
Did you? Hey, today, Trevor, you caught some fish on flies that you've tied. They were very small flies like scuds and Callibaetis nymphs. And attached to those flies was very small leader material, 7X to be exact. What is that equivalent to in pound test?
About 2 pounds.
About 2 pound test. You hooked a lot of fish today. Now on those tiny flies and that tiny leader material, do you usually land fish the size of the fish you were catching today?
No, the fish usually win.
The fish usually win. Today you got the better end of them. I think you got the upper end of that stick, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. That was phenomenal. That one fish you hooked was over 20 inches long and landed, and the reel was singing. You just did a fabulous job on that. I'm sure you built some memories today that are going to last you a lifetime.
Yeah.
For Kid Outdoors, Trevor and I would like to thank you today for joining us and remind you that if you get a chance this week to spend time with a kid in the outdoors, do so. It's a perfect match.